Hi, you're welcome to Maths with Coach Sarah. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at an important topic, and that topic is perimeter. When you hear the word perimeter, what comes to your mind? Perimeter is the total distance around a shape. Any shape, imagine you walking around a field, walking around, and you measure the whole distance you have covered around that field. That is what we call perimeter. So when you get objects and you have your tape around it, for example, let us demonstrate. I have this object. It's in rectangular form. If I want to find the perimeter of this, I'll simply use tape to measure it around, or I can use my rope. I can use my rope like this, measure around this shape. I use the rope to go around it. Now see the length of the rope that went around this. So this rope, if I measure this rope with a tape, whatever it gives me, that is the perimeter of this shape. So any shape at all, measuring it round will give you the perimeter. We're looking at how to calculate the perimeter of different shapes. Now let's start with a square. Even though it's not a perfect square shape, you know what a square means? A square is a shape that has the four sides equal. Like this shape, it has the four sides equal. The length, the four sides are equal. So if this length is to be 5 centimeter, if this is a square and the length is 5 centimeter, that means this place is 5 centimeter, this place is 5 centimeter, this place is 5 centimeter. So for you to calculate this perimeter, what do? You simply add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So I'll do it this way. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And that will give me what? 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter. Because all the four sides are equal. So you can simply do it the easiest way. Since it is 5 into 4 places, just say 4 times 5. So the formula for calculating the perimeter of a square is perimeter of a square, perimeter is equal to 4 times L, which is 4L. That means 4 times 5, because we have our L to be 5. And that will give us what? 20 centimeter. So for this square, our perimeter is 20 centimeter. Just by adding up the lengths, you get the perimeter. Now we're looking at the perimeter of a rectangle. Taking this to be our rectangle, what do we know a rectangle to be? A rectangle has two sides equal, two opposite sides. This is equal to this. If this is 8 centimeter, this place will be 8 centimeter. That is one of the properties of a rectangle. If this were to be 5 centimeter, this is to be 5 centimeter. So for a rectangle, two opposite sides are equal. So the lengths are equal, the breadths are equal. So what happens to calculate the perimeter of this? It's very simple. What do you just do? Add it up. You add 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 8. And that will just give you the perimeter of it. So let us add its perimeter is equal to, let me add this, 8 plus 8 is a, okay, let me write it like this. 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5. So I'll add it. 8 plus 8 is what? 16. 5 plus 5 is 10. So 10 plus 16 will give you what? 26. So our perimeter is what? 26 centimeter. Always remember the units. If you are giving anything in centimeter, when you finish calculating it, put it in centimeter. If it is in meter, put it in meter. Any unit at all you're giving, when you calculate, put it in that unit. Do not just change it from centimeter to meter. Centimeter is different from meter. They are two different quantities. So don't miss it, because that will make your answer wrong. Now let's look at the perimeter of a triangle. Let's look at this triangle. If this is to be 5 centimeter, and here 8 centimeter, and here 7 centimeter. You know, one of the properties of a triangle is the triangle has 3 sides. Sometimes the whole side, the 3 sides are equal. That is for equilateral triangle. But for this triangle, the 3 sides are not equal. And for you to calculate the perimeter, very, very what? Simple. What do? You know what to do. Simply just add 8 plus 7 plus 5. So the perimeter is equal to 8 plus 7 8 plus 7 plus 5. So 8 plus 7 is what? 15. 15 plus 5 will give you what? 20. So the perimeter of this is 20 centimeter. You can see that the units we have here is centimeter. So our answer will be in centimeter. Very, very simple. So when you have shapes that are not regular like this, maybe you have shapes that have different curve, different cuts, you simply run your tape around it. When you run the tape around it, that will give you the perimeter. So right now, you can just discover so many objects at home, the things that you use to play or whatever. Use your tape. If you have a tape, measure it. Or if you use a rope, measure rope. Use a rope to go around it. Then measure the length of that rope. That was your perimeter. You can see as easy as it is to find the perimeter, to calculate the perimeter of shapes. I believe you have understood this lesson. So to test your understanding, put this answer in the comments. What is the perimeter of a square of size 15 centimeter? Let the answer, put it in the comment section. See you in the next class. Bye.